All right, we're going to get started. It's so wonderful to see you. Great to have such a full class. Let's begin by creating a bolster with your yoga blanket. So we want that to be kind of a firm roll. It'll be about the length of your spine, so you can lie down on your back. And I usually like to have my hips and my low back not on the roll, but then like mid back, upper back, head, yes, on the roll. So give yourself a little wiggle space, getting comfy. A couple of leg positions. We have constructive rest pose. And this is like a pyramid of your legs where the knees touch, but the feet space apart. So you have that kind of wide base that props up your legs onto each other. One purpose of this is opening up your SI joint and your low back. And then if your low back is peachy keen, you may like to go right into a hip opener like Baddha Konasana, the butterfly pose. And we have this moment to simply be, coming into the internal space for yoga. Allow your facial muscles to relax, forehead, cheeks, ears. Let your tongue soften as you relax inside your throat. Feel where your breath moves in and out of your body. And just relax everywhere that your breath touches. Relaxing the inside of chest, where your shoulders connect to your torso. Relaxing inside of your abdomen, your digestive organs. Relaxing down through your pelvis and the reproductive organs. And in this brief relaxation time, come to your breath with a listening ear, rather than treating your breath like a subordinate or something to control. Treating your breath like an insightful friend, good counsel. And so part of working with your breath in yoga is this sensitivity and releasing control of the breath. Give yourself fully to this process of listening and becoming aware as you relax for a few more moments. And come into a wave quality with your breath, where you breathe deeply and fill up the lower lungs, the mid, and then upper lungs. And when you exhale, it's like the wave receding back into the ocean. And just a couple deeper breaths, feeling the movement of your breath through your whole body. If you'd like to change your leg position, like stretch them flat, that's an option right now. Reach your arms up toward the ceiling. And like you're climbing a rope ladder, you're going to drop one shoulder kind of off the side of the bolster as you reach the other arm straight up. So just let your shoulders kind of rock side to side, getting a little massage for your upper back. The neck is going to respond with a gentle movement. And we have a few moments just to play with this. You may stay on this movement or do some backstroke, take some other shapes with your arms. Let gravity help you open things up. Yeah, and at any point you might invite that wave of your breath all the way into abdomen, chest, upper chest, and then releasing all the way out. Finish up your arm movements. Roll to your side and take the bolster out from under your back so you can just lie flat on your back. Hug both knees to your chest. And as you roll side to side, feel the sides of your low back opening up. Yeah, different ways to hold the legs. Some of us are going to hold the knees. Maybe you do a little crunch and sandwich your knees between your elbows. Keep the knees bent like this and open your arms wide like the letter T. We're going to do some tick-tock abs. Align knees above hip joint. And as you do that, notice if your low back starts to arch away from the ground, and use some ab strength to draw the low back toward the floor. So easy option is keep your knees bent real deep. Harder option is to open your knees to a 90-degree bend. Yeah, and with shoulders on the mat, you're going to tick-tock over to 12 o'clock, to 2 o'clock, back to 12 o'clock and 10 o'clock. So just slowly side to side. Walk your shoulder blades a little closer to each other under your back. Nice. If you want a little break before our next ab wave, just give your knees a hug or stay in the strength. Keep circling side to side. We're going to add on in one more breath. With your knees tick-tock to your right, hands to back of head, and we've got 5 side crunches. So you'll be trying to lift your right shoulder blade up off the mat. Coming up and down at the same pace. Yeah, we've got 5 crunches on this side. Yeah, and then just tick-tock your knees over to the left. So same idea. We've got knees about halfway down. And think of bringing the upper body up more than you bring your knees toward your face. Yeah, so knees are staying pretty much above your hips just to get that really nice challenge. Awesome. Finish that up. And now hug your knees, separate the knees, feet together, reach forward toward your ankles. Yeah, and just roll with your hips open. Yeah, rock up and down your spine. If you'd like to do that a bunch, if that feels really good. And then we're just gonna rock up into a butterfly position. So we have the knees open, roll side to side from hip to hip as you open the sides of your low back. Arms can reach forward, or you might prop up on your elbows, whatever feels better on your back. Rotate your head just gently side to side, feeling the back of your neck relax. And 2 more breaths as you soften down your spine. Nice. We're going to stay on some core fun. So a little boat pose to a kneel. So what you'll do is balance on your sitting bones, lift up your shins, and try to do this without using your hands. So you might use your hands at first, but then you're going to bring your feet to one side, kind of like a mermaid position. Yeah, and if it works on your knees, then you'll get up onto your knees and reverse that. So sit to the side of your feet, boat your legs. Yeah, and then as best you can, we're going to mermaid without using our hands up to kneeling. Yeah, so that's going to be our movement, just boat to mermaid, and then just the optional up on your knees. So if that doesn't work on your knees, then just stay sitting and go side to side. Yeah. So we're developing strength around our thighs, our core. See if you can connect that into a circular movement. So there's kind of a fluidity, not much stop and start. Yeah, do one more get up on each side. I have a friend who teaches a lot of these. I think they're really good for you. Nice. Plant your feet on the ground. We're going to open up our chest. Bring your hands on the mat behind you. Lift your heart. Option for reverse table, or keep your hips on the mat. Yeah, shoulder blades together. You may adjust hands so this feels great for your wrists. Chin could be tucked or lifted up, whichever feels better on your neck. Nice. Make your way back into table pose. Find your hands and knees. Barely is very attentively watching yoga. Hi, sweetie. All right. In table, we have toes curled under. Push your hips back and move them side to side as you stretch under your toes. Yeah, then come forward, kind of similar thing, a little side to side, opening up the tendon under each finger. Yeah, just paying attention to that. Try to straighten out all your finger knuckles. In particular, ground the base of your thumb and index finger. Yeah, keeping toes curled under, cat and cow. Shine your heart, tailbone up. And reverse for the cat. Heavy head, lift your abs up, spine up. And just back and forth as you breathe. Time to feel the wave of your breath moving through your spine. Find your way back into child's pose. Uncurl the toes, sit your hips back. Rotate your palms up. Wiggle your fingers a little bit, relaxing your wrist. Fan favorite pose is the rotisserie chicken. From child's pose, rise up to your fingertips. Walk your hands over to the right, creating a side bend. Yeah, and then we're gonna rotisserie our spine, where you'll lift one elbow, kind of looking under it, and then roll to the other side. So let your hips sway a little bit. Yeah. And then shape that to the other side. Walk fingertips to left, creating a side bend. And sometimes I slacken the side bend, so it's not like a maximum pull, maybe 75% side stretch. So there's room to rotisserie your spine and your rib cage. Nice, yeah, tall fingertips really make a little cathedral for a mouse underneath your hand. Nice. Make your way to center in child's pose. Exhale all the way. Inhale, roll forward into cobra. Tummy on the mat, lifting your heart. We'll hold for a moment. Suction your palms down. Try to lengthen front of thigh back against the mat. Feel your breath lift you like a buoy on the ocean. Yeah, arcing up with your back muscles. At first, I try to use less hand push and more back muscle tone in Cobra. Nice. With your exhale, forehead lowers to mat. Inhale, rise up to table. Exhale, back to downward dog. A few breaths as you walk your dog. Bend knees one at a time. Bend elbows as you breathe. Three-legged dog, feet come closer to the center of the mat as you lift one leg up. And just a moment for joint movement. So rotate ankle both directions. Wave to your adoring fans with your toes. Yeah, bend your knee and roll the hip in a circle. So a few rounds in one direction and a few rounds in the other direction. Nice, checking in with the flow of your breath. Plant left foot or plant right foot, and then just change your legs. So we'll take that on the other side. Three-legged dog. Connected with your breath as you take ankle circles. I learned this week that joint circles help us to process cortisol, the stress hormone. So just a little thing in your tool belt, you know, rolling out your wrists, and then bend that knee, take some hip circles. Both directions, nice job. Step feet to front of mat, take a standing forward fold. Feet about hip distance apart, balancing your weight. Hold hands to opposite elbows and let your body dangle. Root your feet so your hips get taller, the back of the legs longer. Release the head so you have a nice pull of gravity through your upper body down to the earth. Two more breaths in the forward fold. From feet, rise up. Sweep arms overhead, breathe in. Exhale, hands to your heart. Stand tall in your mountain pose as you soften your breath, connecting to your listening, to your sensitivity. Before we launch into our flows, I'm just going to read you a quote that's inspiring me. Our book club book that's coming up. And this is a chapter investigating our connection to the body. So, the body is no dumb thing from which we struggle to free ourselves. In proper perspective, it is a rocket ship, a series of atomic overleafs, a tangle of neurological umbilici to other worlds and experiences. Yeah, so just taking a moment to tune into your body as a neurologically intelligent spaceship and really inhabit your body with deeper awareness as we move through our flows today. Breathe in, sweep arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up to flat back, open heart. Exhale, walk back to plank. A couple breaths as you strengthen your body. Long like an arrow, back through heels, forward through heart. Strong with your hands as you soften the junction between chest and front shoulder. Nice. With your exhale, knees on mat, back to child's. Inhale forward through cobra. And take another breath as you open your heart, finding that arrow extension Your toes like the feathers of the arrow reaching back, your heart reaching forward, maybe a little drag back onto the heel of the hand. Yeah, next inhale, up through table. Exhale, downward dog, lifting from your core. Lead with right foot as you step to front of mat. Next, exhale in your forward fold. Inhale, rise and stand, arms high. Exhale, hands by your heart. A moment for your breath. Breathe in, reach up, open heart. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, 50% cobra in your spine. Exhale, back into plank. Breathing in plank, soften elbows. Drag heel of hand and big toes slightly closer to strengthen the front core area. Nice job. Knees on the mat, back to child's pose. Inhale forward through cobra. If you'd like to stay in a lower cobra, that's an option. Also upward dog, where we position the hands slightly behind the shoulder, lifting front body. So you may be onto the tips of your knees or to the front of your foot as you press, lifting and arcing the heart up. Yeah, from your core, hips up into downward dog. Nice. With left foot, step to front of mat. Exhale deeply in Uttanasana. Inhale, rise by rooting your feet, arms reach. Exhale, hands together at your heart. Bend your knees, have a seat into chair pose. Yeah, sink low and just start by swinging your arms. See if you can get a little like bouncy knee thing going so your arms just have their own momentum. Nice. Actually, I haven't done this before. This feels pretty good. Yeah, let's just do this. Keep your heart open, bring the shoulder blades back a little bit, and just swing your arms. Building some strength in your legs. Unhunch your back so you're kind of shining your heart forward. Yeah, take 3 more breaths like this, building heat. Yeah, deep breaths, great job. Complete those exhales and let the next inhale in. Stand straight on your legs, reach the arms up, open heart. Exhale, fold over straight legs. Yeah, step feet to hip distance apart if they're not already. For a twist, plant your right hand, bend into the right knee and reach the left arm out to the side. Put body weight into left foot as well as right. Feel left side low back open as you reach the shoulder back. Yeah, so not just left hand back, but left shoulder blade back. Switch sides, left hand down, bend left knee deeply and open right arm out to the side. Yeah, finding your breath. And twists, there's less room for your breath, so it can be soft, just continuing. One more breath here. Weight in the right leg. Exhale, touch the mat. A moment for your own flow. High plank to low plank with your exhale. Inhale for a back bend, cobra or upward dog. Exhale to downward dog. Feet closer to one another. With the inhale, raise right leg back for 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose in plank. Yeah, just building some heat, 3-legged dog. And then curl forward up on left tiptoes. Nice. Last cycle with your breath. Yeah, with knee to chest, we're gonna sculpt this pose. Come more on your left tiptoes. Lift the right hip a little bit higher. Cat your back more. Pull the right knee forward and then step that foot for a lunge. Yeah. Bend and straighten the front knee as you warm up your lunge. Feeling your breath flow. Option to drop the back knee for a lifted lunge. The crescent moon, arms overhead. Invite your breath all the way through your body, that wave motion. With your exhale, hands on the mat, we're gonna take Skandasana, or the side lunge. Plant your back heel and walk your hands around to the left toward the left foot. Yeah, nice. So that's it. Hands to right foot. Walk yourself back into downward dog. A centering breath as you find your alignment. Second side, inhale left leg back for three-legged. Exhale knee to nose in plank. And just taking the good strengthening medicine of that flow through your body. Notice if you get kind of unconscious when things get challenging, and just kind of smile with yourself. Yeah, so we're gonna hold left knee to chest, cat your back more, get more clearance under your body. Lift left hip, pull left knee in toward the left shoulder, and then create the lunge. Step the foot down. Nice job. We're gonna bend and straighten that knee. Soften your upper back so there's a wave moving through your spine. Yeah, nice job. Lifting lunge, back knee down or up. Sweep arms overhead. A little extra weight through the front heel. Yeah, then you'll feel that strength up through your hamstrings and hips. A chance to listen to your breath, getting input. Not just verbal, it's very sensory input. Yeah, exhale, touch the mat. Your choice to stay in the flow or tap knees back to child and take a relaxation pose. Your choice right now. Letting your breath flow freely. Make your way to standing forward fold at the front of the mat. Yeah, stand tall. Rise up, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart. A moment for our Qigong Twist. So just check that you can fully propeller your arms around so you can space yourself in your environment. Yeah. Yeah, so really free movement through your spine. Sometimes a little nod and lower in the chin will help you find release through the lower neck. Yeah, just let yourself go into that movement. Just a few more moments here. Yeah, just let that slow down. Stand in mountain pose and simply absorb. Soften your body and your mind so the movement of the breath spreads through your whole being. Chair pose when you're ready. Have a seat. Take your hands forward like an arrow, connecting the hands. Yeah. So we're gonna plug the shoulders back, opening the heart. Slice right arm down and back and do a twist. Yeah, we're opening our chest and then drop the arm, hands together. With your exhale, initiate the twist really from the center of your abdomen. Yeah, so I'll leave it up to you if this is a flow, like exhale, twist, inhale, release. Or maybe you like to hold on one side and just, it's like you twist shoulders one direction, counter twist your hips, really finding your core in the center of the twist. One more twist to the left. After you finish that side, stand up tall, arms overhead. Cup hands to back of head and just lean your head up toward the sky. Let your elbows go wide. Find a breathable amount of back bend, chest opening. Stay connected to your lower body as you breathe. Nice job. Forward fold as you're ready. Inhale for halfway lift. Exhale back to plank. And your choice if you'd like to flow or just shortcut back to downward dog. We'll all meet up together, downward facing dog. Right leg back for three-legged. Exhale, step forward into your lunge. Set back foot for warrior one. So we have a flat sole of the foot. Sweep arms overhead as you lunge into the right knee. Hands to back of head for our elbow twist. So we'll take one elbow back and then the other. Yeah, rotating side to side, finding that central axis of your spine, reaching up through the crown of the head. And it's fine to allow your pelvis to rotate with you. No need to control that. Nice. Center over the front leg and fold forward for the pyramid. Hands on either side of the foot. Straighten the front leg any amount. Yeah. I'll mention if it's a tighter pose, you could always prop palms on the thigh and really get length through your spine as the right hip reaches back. And tap into the wave movement as your breath flows underneath your spine. Nice job. Lunge into the front knee, and we're coming up to standing splits. Walk fingertips forward as you kick your left leg up. Nice. Raise and lower the left hip. So you'll lower the hip in line with the right and then lift it up. Yeah. See if you can keep left hip the same height as the right as you plug left leg into the hip joint, keeping that knee as straight as you can. Nice job. One more deep breath in. Exhale, Skandasana. Step the foot back. Oh, I think I forgot this, but that's all good. We'll remember it on the second side. Coming over your right foot, back to downward dog. Left leg back, three-legged dog. Exhale, step through into your lunge. Set back foot as you inhale for warrior one. Arms high. Hands to back of head and at ease in your neck. So the head can really rest in your hands as you rotate side to side. Outer edge of the back foot grounded. Yeah, there's a correspondence of the arch of the foot to our digestive system. So you might just bring awareness to arch of foot as you anchor the 4 points of your foot. The 4 corners like the 4 tires of a car. Yeah, fold over your front leg. Pyramid pose, Parsvottanasana. Straighten the front leg any amount. A little extra. For some of us, we like to walk the back foot a little closer in the pyramid, aware of hips being more neck and neck with each other. Neither hip is in front of the other. Option for fingers on the floor or hands interlaced to press against the thigh. Sometimes when you have tighter hamstrings, that can really help you feel more efficiency to your stretch. Breathing deeply. Nice, standing splits, lunge left knee, touch the earth as you reach right leg up. Yeah, and just raise and lower the right outer hip, kind of sculpting that shape. Create a level pelvis, right hip just as tall as your left as you push your right footprint back like a rubber stamp. Just stamp that foot high behind you. Nice job. Let's take Skandasana, big step back. Crawl hands to right foot as you lunge that knee. Yay. Come over your left footprint, enjoying a flow or a moment to relax. Nice job. Make your way to front of mat and stand tall. I'll leave it up to you if you'd like to simply stand still in Tadasana, the mountain pose, or if you enjoy the twist, the Qigong twist. Your choice to be in a flow or in stillness. Just a moment to receive, to perceive. I'll give us that quote once again. The body is no dumb thing from which we struggle to free ourselves. In proper perspective, it is a rocket ship, a series of atomic overleafs, a tangle of neurological umbilici to other worlds and experiences. Nice. Why don't we take some balance poses? I think that would feel really good. Starting with the tree. Begin with weight equal in both feet. Find the alignment of your spine and just connect with that vertical shape as you take your balance over to your right foot. We could have evergreen arms or aspen arms, whichever feels better. Yeah, lift the left knee level to your hip. Yeah, finding the length in your spine. A couple circles with the knee. And then placing knee or placing foot either on the thigh or the shin or kickstand position. And just seeing how balance is cultivated through practice. All the intelligent muscles contracting and releasing to help you stay in one shape. Nice, float the knee up again. If you'd like, give it a squeeze. Lean back in your shoulders, push through your right footprint. Nice, we're gonna cross left foot behind the right. So behind it, kind of at a diagonal. Yeah, take arms overhead. Interlace your fingers, bend into both your knees as you stretch over to your right. Yes, we have right leg in front, left leg in back. Yeah, and you want to step the left leg kind of further back so you kind of have a wide base. Yeah. And if it's kind of intense, maybe you come out for a moment, reestablish your center, and then reach into the stretch again. Left shoulder might peel back, finding room to listen to your breath. Nice work. Lower your arms, just let them swing a little bit. Yeah, that little pulse, you can bend your knees, swing your arms as you relax shoulders and neck. Yeah, step your feet next to each other. If you'd like to twist that out or simply stand still, feeling the effect of that sequence. Alignment through your body as you shift weight to balance on the left foot. Arms down for evergreen or up for aspen. Raise right knee level with the hip. And this in itself is a perfect balance pose because there's always an out and you don't feel locked into a shape. There's the room to be flexible. Yeah, a couple circles for right knee. Yeah, finding that center axis of your spine and then opening for the tree, the Vrikshasana. Foot to calf, foot to thigh, or kickstand. A little squeeze of foot against the leg kind of provides this inner core, the inner thighs, the pelvic floor, up through your abs, feeling that center. Yeah, just let yourself release into a deeper balance. Great job. Raise right knee. If you want to give it a squeeze, just an option. Yeah, and then a big step back, kind of a curtsy lunge shape. Arms overhead. Put the weird thumb on top so you're using new brain pathways. Bend both knees, drop your tailbone, neutral spine, and then side bend. Yeah, and just kind of play with the pliability of your knees to lower your tailbone down, arcing rib cage and heart toward the sky. Maybe your head could even relax in your bicep or shoulder. Yeah, just conserving energy where you can. Nice job. Drop your arms and we'll just take a little bit of that swing, pulsing your knees. Yeah, really soft through the shoulders and neck. Great job. Step feet together and make your way down to sit. It's a nice time if you want to grab some water. I've been very passionate about an inversion. It's an asymmetrical inversion called flash prep. And for my friends who are very invertible, you're welcome to do this pose close to a wall with the option to kick up. So I'll just leave that up to you if you want to try kicking up. I'll teach the on solid ground version of the pose. Start out into table. Let's see, lower your left forearm to the ground. Tuck your toes and like downward dog, you're gonna lift your hips up. Yeah, so we have one arm, left arm is like dolphin. And then your right arm, you're gonna make it into chaturanga. So kind of slide that hand so you're aligning the right wrist more or less under the right elbow. Yeah, so really bend into that arm, take some load through the right shoulder blade and free up your neck. Tick-tock your head as you breathe. If it's a newer pose, it may be very intense at first. So in this case, you may drop your knees and just reapproach at any point. If you're feeling steady, you might play with a three-legged pose or the hop up, like kicking up into your inversion. Let's take 3 more breaths right where you are. Yeah, left palm flat onto the ground. Nice. Great job. Stay with that last breath. Tap knees down and take child pose with your arms threaded back. Also like to offer, if you need a break from being inverted, then you may just sit up with your palms up on your lap. Check in with your breath. One of the gifts of inversions is just a wash of confidence as we face the challenge in our body. Yeah, second side as you're ready. Begin in table pose. And now we drop the right forearm down. So right arm is in dolphin, left arm like chaturanga as you lift your hips up for downward dog shape. Adjust your left palm so it's pretty much directly under the left elbow. I personally, I'm more right hand dominant, so I experience a lot of challenge when my left hand is in this shape. Yeah, just keep passing your body weight a little more into your left hand. And you may play with the 3-legged pose or play with the kicking up to be fully inverted. Nice job. Remember to take a break if it's ever too much. Stay with the challenge. Give yourself 3 more breaths. This gift of being present through a challenge. With that last exhale, knees to earth, a moment for your resting pose, whether that's child's, arms back, or sitting on your knees. A moment to listen, relaxing interiorly, and just growing the sensitivity of your spaceship. Relaxing your brain, the mental grasping nature of the brain, and feeling your awareness expand. And take a comfortable sitting position next. Yeah, we'll do a neck stretch and make our way down to the earth. Yeah, so sitting tall in your spine, start by rolling ear to shoulder, then chin to chest, and ear toward the other shoulder. Yeah, so just like a half circle, ear to shoulder, chin to chest, ear to other shoulder. With your head rolled to your left, tuck your right arm behind your back. And there can be a fun little bind where you bend your left elbow back, and depending on the length of your arms, you might catch your right hand around the left elbow and kind of creep the left hand forward, getting a little more stretch. Yeah. And your head might just nod very subtly to help you release the side and back of your neck. Relaxing with your breath. Yeah. Slowly raise head to center and unwind your arms. Let's shape that to the other side. So let's roll head ear toward the right shoulder. Left hand tucks behind your back. And then if you want to create, and it is a proportion thing, so don't worry if your arms are shorter than your torso. You'll just get the stretch by reaching that arm behind your back. Yeah, right ear heavy. And then your head might just nod very slightly up and down. And go into the center control of your spaceship, into the space of your breath and your heart center. And just see what you learn as you bring awareness here. Slowly rise up, head to center. As we make our way toward final relaxation, I just want to offer a couple of last poses. We have the straight leg forward fold. I find this to be a really great back release. If you're feeling like a little more hip opening, maybe you take the tortoise where the feet are together, but the knees are kind of in this open diamond shape as you fold. And choose your own adventure for a deep forward bend and just let your back relax. Tune into the wave of your breath, like the waves on the ocean shore. Your inhale washes in, lingers for a moment, and your exhale releases like a wave receding back into the ocean. It's your choice when this pose feels done, and you'll make your way into final relaxation. Maybe you add a sweater or a blanket to be warm enough. I believe strongly in covering the eyes to relax the nervous system. So if you'd like to put something over your eyes, that's an option. Relaxing through the center of your body. The forehead center is softening back into your brain. From the brainstem, your whole nervous system housed in your spine, just like the electricity in a high-rise building. You're just one floor at a time, one vertebra at a time. You're just powering down through the upper back and shoulders, powering down through your mid and lower back, just powering down the nervous system. All the way to your sacrum and the base of the spine. All the way down the legs to the feet. All the way down arms to hands. Full body, deep release. If you'd like to spend more time relaxing, feel free to do so. If you're ready to move along in your day, start to open up fingers and toes. Open up to your sense of feeling as you breathe and stretch. Bend your knees and roll to lie on your side. Rise up slowly as you take a comfortable sitting position. Appreciate the result of your practice. And seeing the end of this hour of formal practice not as an ending, but as a practice, as a continuation, as you develop your connection to your inner nature, your inner self. Wishing you all the best as you take your practice through the day ahead. Thank you so much for spending this morning together. Namaste.